It is not just the cold. Flu season also hitting early. You add all of this with 36 states now reporting widespread flu outbreaks. You have already a number of kids who've died of this, 12 to date, and a lot of people who've been hospitalized, 2,400 as of this moment. Dr. Jen Caudle joins us on how you can protect yourself. Doctor, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
What is going on here? Because depending on the locality and the district and the school region, I mean, some schools are closed because they have so many kids out sick. And this was obviously before the Christmas holiday. What's going on?
Right. Well, you know, the CDC is reporting widespread flu activity in a number of states, approximately 36 states. So we're really seeing an uptick in the number of flu cases throughout the country. And that's what's reflected in the school systems that we're seeing and people coming into the hospitals and to the doctor's offices with flu-like illnesses. But you mentioned something about hospitalizations. We know that, you know, hundreds of thousands of people are hospitalized every year with the flu. We're coming into the flu season right now.
Yeah, and the one thing that educate me, doctor, with the cold and how that complicates matters, especially for the very young and the very old.
Well, so the thing about it is the influenza is a virus, and it's usually spread by, you know, secretions. We touch our nose, we touch our mouth, we touch someone else, and that's usually how it's spread. The flu season, the height of it is usually December to February, but the flu season goes from October to May. So really, December, January, February, this is usually when we see the height of cases, and that's really what we're seeing now. Now, of course, it being so cold outside doesn't help anyone for a number of reasons. But when it comes to flu spread, this is where our prevention really needs to come into play. Washing our hands, making sure that we're staying home if we're sick, and things like that. You know,
I had teenage sons, doctor, and they are loath to put on a coat when they step outside, and they figured they're not going to be outside long, so they just, you know, dart into a friend's house around no coat. And I just want to launch them into orbit. And there's got to be a danger with that. I mean, and yet a lot of people pull this. I mean, we just had a piece out of Chicago with Jeff Locke where people are passing him, you know, in short sleeves or light jackets or open jackets. What's the danger doing that?
Okay, so this is the thing. Once again, I want to remind us that the flu is a virus. So even if it's not cold, that virus can still spread. I think a lot of times we associate flu and colds traveling only when it's cold. And yes, the majority of them happen when it's cold, but it can happen when it's warm too. So there's not always 100% correlation. But in terms of it being so cold outside, we have so many other things to worry about right now. We've got frostbite and hypothermia. So for your son, I hope he's listening. I hope he does wear that coat and the hat and the gloves and the sleeves and everything, because we want to make sure that everyone outside is staying warm, that their digits are staying warm, that's the fingers and the toes and the nose, and avoiding frostbite. Very important.
Yeah, if you could threaten them with a syringe or something, doctor, that might help. But seriously,
I have one.
There we go.
I have one.
All right, thank you very much, doctor. I appreciate it. Wise words indeed.